the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Jacksonville. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The second down throw now from Stroud. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I'd say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-to-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-to-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
Down inside the 10. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 13 carries, 60 yards.
Oh, that's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Throwing now is Stroud. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Third and goal, Stroud. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an... And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. 30. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now Newton. This is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Newton on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. Newton. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Back to the ground with Etienne.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
T. Higgins
with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, it's Pierce. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They go right back to Singletary. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Pierce now up the middle.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Newton.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton.
ETN bringing in another one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, Newton. That's Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Stroud.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And I don't
think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this. So that challenge, a successful one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Stroud now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A final shot before the break. Newton. Open man is Higgins. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. Gets past one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Stroud looking to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Newton on first down. That's complete right around the 8. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out of there. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And the Seahawks scoring there to extend their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They fake the give. Newton.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing on third down, Newton.
They'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead now 11, 24-13.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now it's Newton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Newton throwing again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to find Kirk complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Etienne up the middle.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here's Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Stroud here on 3rd and long.
Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
A handoff for Etienne.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
They'll run with ETN. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
ETN once more.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.